Hi, I'm back after 2 rough weeks. Sorry I did not post last week. I just really couldn't do it. I didn't have the mental capacity to do it. But now I'm back. So, I was pretty lost on what to do or what to write about this time. But I'm glad that the topic of academic burnout was suggested to me. It's something I deeply resonate with, and it's also something I've been pretty open about. I was about to rant to my close friends on Instagram as to how I'm supposed to write something that I've always been talking about. But I think it's better if I just go with the flow. After all, my heart can't pour something out if it wasn't overflowing in the first place, right? If my name ever gets mentioned in a conversation of whispers, or even bounced off the hallways of the school as if it wasn't obvious enough, chances are, the first thing I'm linked to is how busy I was in high school. It was not usually the straightforward personality, the earned confidence, or even my former addiction to coffee, which is quite surprising in my opinion because it was just as obvious. It was always, damn, that girl was so busy. And it's true, which is why I've never really stopped anyone from telling me that or from even declaring it out loud. Research, quizzes, exams, and performance tasks were the usual pills that every student had to swallow in school. But of course, who am I not to slip in a few extra because I love the thrill and because everyone, actually everyone, was watching. On top of that, I had extracurriculars and a lot of former commitments. When I say a lot, people, I mean a lot. I cannot stress it enough. Meetings, leadership roles, seminars, trainings, competitions. Name a category and I could most likely refresh a memory. But who knew memories could cut so deep, it made scars that will probably never recover. I used to think academics were my life back then, and they gave me the purpose and the validation that I admittedly kept on wanting. It was a nice feeling knowing how much you inspire other people, and because of being able to handle how much you have, even if you actually don't, it still feels great. No matter how much time management I also did, it could not quench the undeniable thirst for success. And contrary to some belief, I actually tried the best that I could. Unlike others, I really wasn't just allowing myself to stay in burnout. I was genuinely trying to get out of it every single chance that I got. Academic burnout is something that is taken lightly, even if it shouldn't be. Although I fell into the trap once, it's not right now to boast survival from consecutive all-nighters, endless headaches, horrendous mood swings, and the like. Long story short, it's not a flex, guys. It's not worth boasting when in reality there really is nothing to boast. And no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't let go of my need to inspire people and maintain their image of me. But no matter how much those medals fit around my neck and how heavy those plaques were, it doesn't stop me from remembering what I went through. Once you get sucked into burnout, it's so difficult to distract yourself from everything that you could have done but weren't able to at the time. Why? Does life really become hopeless unless academics become worthy at the cost of that life? So what if I decide to take a break that I've always been desperate to take, but I've always denied because I think I can't, or I think that I don't need it? Who's stopping me from putting the laptop down for just a few minutes just to rest my eyes or to give myself that break that I couldn't really give myself? It's me, and it's all my fault. It's the harsh truth, and honestly, admitting it to myself feels like I can finally take accountability for it. If my quest for success and leading as an example was really genuine for people, then I wouldn't have to sacrifice my sanity or my quality of life for it. If I really wanted to be a good example, I wouldn't have to be so desperate to prove that time and time again. Burnout may threaten to turn your dreams into smoke, but as science says, as long as there's a source of fuel to keep the fire going, it will. Igniting passion doesn't have to be through self-destruction. Hard work is one thing, but striving for perfection through burnout is another. And it's impossible because who the heck told us that we can experience true, long-term objective perfection? We may be capable of having more pills to swallow than the prescription says, but as the old saying goes, too much of a good thing can hurt you. And without trying so much, honestly, we're doing just fine. In fact, those scars that I mentioned earlier, they may heal, but there'll always be a time where when we look at them, they represent how much we have survived, but how much we have to take care of ourselves next time. After all, a band-aid is better treatment than a report card from school because the first option was actually made for healing.